Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the SU-8, it's the Tier 6 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Prokhorovka, and it's under the command of Angelina75, and yes, she's in another contest for the weekend lie-in. Talon's got the lead at the moment, he's got a first class and a bruiser. Can Angelina beat it? Well, she's got a 152mm howitzer, and she's going to have a good go. She's had ace tankers in this one before. If she gets an ace tanker straight away in this game, that will give her the weekend lie-in straight away. 550 alpha, 38mm pin, and 6.7 meters burst radius with a stun duration of between 6.5 and 11 seconds. Now, this Arty was designed and based on the T28. So it's fairly nippy, not hugely nippy, it's only about 48 kilometers an hour. They never built it because the T28 was taken out of production before they got around to it. Ooh, 2 targets in the field. Both Panzer IIIs. Oh, he just got hit. Angelina's trying to dial in on him. Rounds out. Oh, it fell short. And that's the rear one. There was 2 Panzer IIIs, so she only got 1, or at least may have wounded that one. Up on the west side of the map, and M8A1 thinks that he can go spotting, and well, must be a little junior, because he's just knocked the tree down and is sitting in the tree, and yeah, that happens. 177 hit points and another 177 from stun assist. And that's a kill shot. He's out the game, back in the garage. Okay, the other Panzer II, oh, he just pulled back. I just saw him pull back into the bush. Before Angelina even fired, he decided, yeah, he didn't want to be there. Well, Angelina's thinking about where she should move next. She's loaded. Okay, she's looking towards the center of the map because there's a Tiger 131 up there somewhere, and he might be behind one of those rocks. But in the meanwhile, we do know there's an M5 Stuart here, so she's dialing in on that spot. Just takes a little while to dial in on the tier 6s. It's a tier 6 game with tier 4 tanks in it. A little delayed, and he did change course directly after she fired, so I think he decided that, yeah, he didn't want to get hit, so he changed direction. Well, we can now see a Stug by Arsenal B, and it looks like he just stopped on that spot. Rams out. Well, that looked fairly accurate. Well, our T50 just got the kill, but our the M5, well, it wasn't actually the M5, it was the AMX40 who got the kill. And Angelina fires in at him and only gets 17 hit points off him. Yep, Angelina's decided, I think she needs to move away from here because it looks like the enemy is successfully advancing up this side of the map. And our guys seem to have pushed the enemy back on the east side of the map. So she's going to move over. It's always worth keeping an eye on what's going on and relocating. Just the other day, actually, I was playing a game on Himmelsdorf, funnily enough, and I relocated all over the map, and the enemy must have been thinking, how the hell is this guy hitting me from this particular spot, because I was actually firing from the banana. And so he must have been wondering what a T92 HMC was doing on the banana. Yep, I was firing everywhere. It really does upset the enemy when you start plonking shells in from directions they can't see. Well, okay, she's found a new firing position. It's the one that we used to go to all the time before they changed the layout of the map and they took away most of the cover that was down in this area. Trying to get a shot on that Tiger 131. Well, it looked fairly close. Meanwhile, that AMX40 drove straight north, and he met the SU-100, who probably used his 122, and unfortunately he's just been taken out by the enemy Dickermax. So Angelina's loaded, and there's a Tiger 131 in the center. Lined up. Rounds out. Oh, everybody fires at him at the same time, and he dies fairly quickly. Meanwhile, we've got a Stug guy who actually moved too far forward, and he's got himself onto a flat part where there's no gun depression, and that's not good. Rounds out. Oh, smack into the side where the weak armor is, and she got 191 hit points from that one. So she's having a good game so far. But the enemy is obviously moving up the west side of the map fairly well. She's looking for the enemy Arty. A VP was seen over this side somewhere in the bushes. Saw the tracer coming out from these bushes a while back. Trees have been knocked down quite a lot, which tends to indicate somebody was at home, but there's no tracer at the moment, so he may have moved elsewhere. Okay, the Dickermax just killed our T6 medium, and the 7 Vente just got their M5. We're 1 up on the enemy. We were 2 up at one point. Now we're only 1 up. Looks like the enemy's making some back. Having another quick check for the tracer. Nothing in sight. Nope, there's nobody in those bushes. I think that's fairly clear. The enemy Arty, which is a VP and an M44, has moved away from that position. And we just lost our Beam 1 to the VK3001H, who I think is on this side of the map. And yep, they're indicating he's in the bush. Rounds out. No, we didn't get anything from that. Or at least as far as we know, we didn't get anything. Standard reload is 19.65 seconds for the SU-8. Angelina's got 16.29, and that's much more like the M44 reload time of old. And there's that VK, and we can see that he was fairly close to those bushes. He's backing away from them. Okay, that landed again where she aimed it, so she might get something of it. They're now 1 up on us, so the enemy is whittling us away one by one. In fact, over the other side of the battlefield, we've only got 2 left, so if Angelina had stayed over there, I don't think she would have lasted very long, because they are now starting to fall apart. There's the Churchill. Now, he's tier 5, but he does have a lot of hit points, and Angelina can extract them from him. Rounds out. Good shot. 215. Just go ahead and repeat that. Oh, she saw the enemy Arty. So she wants that kill. And he's gone. So she's gone back to the Churchill again. Just let it dial in. Let it settle. That's it. Rounds out. It was close. Okay, the enemy Dickermax has made it all the way to the north, and now he's facing off against the M41 Semavente and the Gorilla. Oh, this is not good. Angelina needs to help this guy if she can. Rounds out, looks good. Oh, she got a big chunk out of him for 282, but unfortunately he did kill the Semavente, and the Gorilla went in for the derp. Didn't get it, unfortunately. Well, he did get some damage, but he's been taken out in return by the T67. Angelina fires in, just overshoots. Not having much luck there. She did get a big chunk out of that Dickermax. 282 actually, not 242. And she got some stun assist as well when the Gorilla derped him. But sadly now we've lost sight of the enemy, and our T28 sitting on the railway line, and that's bad news, because if the enemy T67 can get a bead on him, he'll take him out from long range. Either that or Dickermax will. And in fact, the T28 is taking fire, and he's just been killed by the M44 instead. So Angelina's going to have to change position now because she's got no teammates on this side of the battlefield. Well, the VK's been spotted in the village. T67's a bit of a distraction, actually, that guy. I go for the VK. See if we can get an accurate shot on him. Okay, we're spotting him at the moment, but the M6 is the one that's spotting him. I'm not sure how long he's going to last. Rounds out. Oh, it goes long. Oh, that's awful, because it went right to the edge of the reticule. And so we didn't get the hit on the VK at all. And we've, well, our M6 is almost out of hit points. And the T67's about to, yes, that's what I thought. Rounds out. Oh, good hit there, 221. If only Angelina could reload. Oh, and the kill shot came in there from the Panzer IV Aslains H on the other side of the battlefield, but there's nobody over this side to actually spot for Angelina, and her view range is only 260 meters, so that enemy's going to have to get really close for her to see. So that's bad news. I think the next time she sees that VK is going to be very close to her. There he is. Yeah, he's coming up this way. He knows where we are. And she's trying to line up the shots. Oh, it hit the ground in front of her. So now all she can do is ram him. She's taking fire from the Panzer III. She's going for the VK. She took a big hit from both, but she can take him out. And she does. Yep, if you can't shoot because you're in a long reload, you can ram. And you get more hit points because of it. She picked up another... Well, it was, what did she get? It doesn't show the damage she actually got off the VK, but she did kill him. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was the third-class tanker for Angelina in the SU-8. She also got an eye for an eye for taking out the VK-3001H with a ram, as well as a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, she managed to get 10 out of that one. And the win rate's not bad, 2,156, but unfortunately it was a loss. Yeah, there's not a lot she can do. When all her teammates died out, yes, she was doing her best right up to the point that the enemy finally discovered where she was, and she had to ram it. I don't know what happened to that last shot. It must have just hit the ridge line. The gun is rather tall on top of the T28, but she just probably got the angle. Well, it was difficult to get the aim on the target, the reticule, mainly because he was so close. So it might have actually helped if she shotgunned him at close range rather than trying to aim and done it that way. Anyway, let's have a look at team score. Well, she didn't get the highest damage in the game. That went to the M6, who got 2,081 hit points and a high caliber, but he didn't win the game. He got wiped out. The second highest damage in the game turned out to be the T67 that killed him. He got 2,033. And the third highest damage went to the Dickomax, who got 1,966 in the final kill of the game. Angelina got 1,411. And there's 3 members of the enemy team who managed to get higher than she did, as well as one on her own team, which means she's in 5th place on damage with 1,411. When it came to kills, though, she's actually in joint 3rd place because the top scorer was the Dickomax with 4, the T67, the Fifi, and the VK. Oh no, not the VK. The T67 and the Fifi, and the M6, Panzer IV, and the SU-100 all got 3 kills apiece, and 2 kills went to Angelina and the VK-3001H on the enemy team, so joint 2nd. When it came to base XP, it's the enemy team that comes out on top with 971 for the Dickomax, 813 for the T67, 724 for the VK-3001H, and Angelina got 451 in 3rd place on her own team on XP. She fired 18 rounds. She still had 8 rounds left at the end of the game. 3 direct hits on the enemy, no penetrations but 9 splashes. damage of 1,411 hit points, of which 1,285 were at more than 300 meters, the closest damage being the one she did to the VK up close and personal when she rammed him. She got 2 hits received from the enemy. One was the VK, the other one was the Panzer III, and she damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 2, and did 31 hit points of damage assistance and 581 hit points of stun assist of 7 stuns. On a free-to-play account, she earned 19,225 credits for the battle, 15,000 for completing a mission, 34,225 altogether, and after ammunition resupply and consumable and repair, she ended up with 17,682 credits profit, 451 base XP, and no multipliers, so that's all the experience points she took away. So sadly, this means that Talon, with a first class and a bruiser, is still in the lead. And unless Angelina can come up with an ace tanker or a better score than the first class with, say, a medal, then I'm afraid it looks like Talon's going to win the weekend lie-in this Sunday. So, if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.